All right, hello everybody. Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska. 14-7 Rutgers loss. If I had told you that Rutgers would have 9 possessions inside Nebraska territory, would block 2 punts, and would only allow 14 points, Pat, Lanny, you would say
that's a Rutgers win.
That's a Rutgers win. Yeah. Instead, a demoralizing loss. I don't know. It's hard to put it into words. Really, so many missed opportunities. I guess that goal line sequence is what sticks out to me. They had 6 shots right there at the 2-yard line. Couldn't get it in. Well, did get it in, but couldn't get it in. Talk about the couldn't get it in first.
Okay, couldn't get it in. Yeah, running shotgun at the 2-yard line. This is a team that does not go under center. If you want to talk about formations and things like that, they don't get in, they don't line it up in an eye and power it in. They're still going to run from the read option, and I think people are going to see that and scream about it. And it is what it is. The play calling is that's how they play. That's their offense. That's how they play it. It was just woefully disappointing to have so many tries inside that 4 tries inside the 2-yard line on that Nebraska goal line stand. But give credit to the Cornhusker defensive front. I mean, that was an impressive stop.
This felt like a mirror of the Washington game last week, where Washington should have won that game and completely botched it. Rutgers maybe shouldn't have won this game, but they certainly had the chances to do so. Like you said, they blocked 2 punts. That second one put them right at the 1-yard line, and they should have scored that. And even then, despite all the offensive failure, they scored a touchdown with 5 minutes to go, and they get the ball back with less than 2 minutes to play. The opportunity was there. It just, you got to, every time you watch this game back, you're going to think of even the Benjamin Black. He has a great play here, and then he has the true freshman moment. The ball hits off his helmet. We could be here for 10 minutes going through all of the mistakes they had, and again, complete opposite. You got lucky beating Washington. You probably feel a little unlucky leaving here without a win.
Yeah, I think the big one, of course, was the moment. Kamanunga certainly looked like he scored on second and goal from the one. First and goal from the one. Replay. Greg Schiano explaining it to us was confused himself. Clearly, he thought it was a touchdown. He was told by the refs that they looked at it in Chicago and he didn't get in. And so then at that point, he's got to call. He's got to burn a timeout for them to look at it again. He thought they had plenty of time. He thought it was a done deal. I think seeing it after the game, he was a little flabbergasted, to put it.
That was his reaction.
Yeah,
and we followed up, did you think it was a touchdown? And he said, I'm not going to get into that. So I think his body language spoke more than his words in that sentiment. And I think, you could look at that play, look at the highlight, and I think to me it was pretty clear that Manungai broke the plane.
Changes the game if he goes in there. I think breathes some new life into the Rutgers offense, and I'm not saying they'll win, but I think they'd have a better chance. But as we mentioned before, you had 3 other chances to punch it in, and Manungai couldn't run it in. They ran that Kenny Fletcher play that destroyed Virginia Tech. I think the film has gotten out to the rest of the teams that they run that play a lot. They've kind of figured it out, and I think the biggest shame of this too is that the offensive struggles negated what was a pretty good day for the defense, which we talked about so many times over the past week, how they had to play better. 4 sacks, more than they had in the first 4 games combined. They got an interception, forced 5 straight punts to start the second half. Nebraska didn't score a single point in the second half, gave Rutgers a chance to win this game, and the offense just couldn't pull through.
Right, and this is the kind of game, I guess, if they win it. Even this morning, they're talking about on College Game Day. This would have been such a catalyst. I think that's what's the most frustrating part. I guess the second part of it is, if you look at this, they should be favored in the next 2 games to go 6-1. You would have signed in blood for that.
Absolutely. I mean, Wisconsin just mauled Purdue today, and I think people are probably
bad. Okay,
Purdue might be bad, but still, Rutgers has never beat Wisconsin. It's kind of like a similar thing to this. Until you do it, it's a giant, it's a Goliath out there that you're trying to slay, and Rutgers has proven that it still can't win this signature game on the road. Luckily, you'll get Wisconsin at home next week, so we'll see. But you're right, definitely disappointing, and it's gonna be a long flight home.
Similar theme here, right? You feel like Nebraska's a team within reach. You come out here, you're in a game the whole time, and you just can't pull through. I agree with you that until you do it, it's hard to envision it happening. And I had a point that I lost. So if you want to...
Good way to stop. All right. We're going to get home, head back to New Jersey. We'll be back with the podcast, Rutgers Rant, Monday and Thursday. Listen for that, and we'll be ready for the Wisconsin game. Thanks for watching.